motivate us. It has been a wonderful time. It was a learning session for all of us. And I want to thank very much each and every one of us who took part in this 5-day boot camp. To our facilitators, we are grateful. Thank you so much for the expertise, the commitment, the different skills, and the passion that you showed in this field of technology. Your guidance has been very, very invaluable, and we know that at the end of it all, as the participants go back, it shall be different down there on the ground. To my dear participants, asante sana. Thank you so much. You are just champions. And I want to say that after this, we are not just going to refer to you as teachers, we are going to refer to you as ICT champions. And amen. Thank you. And I hope we understand when we talk about a champion, that means you're going to go out there and be above everyone. You will lead by example. But what is most important is to pass on whatever knowledge that we have received from here to our colleagues who are back there at school. And I want to say this, that in as much as the ministry purposed or really wanted to train all the science teachers, because of the minimum resources, they were not able to. And so they are now depending on you to go down there and spread the gospel and spread the good news. Finally, I want to say thank you to the Ministry of Education through the UC program and then MOOCs for this wonderful, At the end of it all, I know it shall go down to our colleagues in the various departments, colleagues in the staff room, then to the students, and at the end of the day, the world over. Thank you so much for your time. And I want to remind us, it has always been echoed to us, and according to our intent to admit letters, we were told that this is not going to be the end. For the next 6 months, we shall continue interacting. It is going to require a lot of commitment. Every time that I spoke to the head teachers that nominated you, I asked for a committed science teacher because I knew what it takes. When it comes to online engagement, I think these are some of the things that we also talked about here. If you are not easily moved on your own, it becomes very, very difficult. So let us remain committed. Let us complete the 6 months, and it will be well with us. So without wasting time, I would like to invite our dear president just to give us some very, very brief remarks, and on behalf of all the participants. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Class. Did we clap for you? Thank you very much for that brief remark from our Cluster Center Coordinator, Madam Jenny. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the presence of our DI teacher. And the chair could decision coordinator, our facilitators, and dear participants. Good afternoon. I am really very happy this afternoon that we are coming to the close of this 5-day ICT training bootcamp in St. Daphne Girls Secondary School, where we have had a lot. First and foremost, I am very grateful to our facilitators for the expertise the commitment, the willingness to share with us the knowledge and skills they had. Your insight into how we should incorporate the ICT into teaching sciences is really commendable. Please, can we thank our facilitators for the work well done? Secondly, I want to thank you, the participants. I want to say thank you for your willingness, your eagerness to grasp every new item, every new thing you've learned here. It is my humble prayer that as we go back down there to our various schools, please let us apply this new learned knowledge and skills so that we attempt to enhance the quality of science education in our various schools. We will clap for ourselves. A special thank you goes to our host, Madam, your coordination and organization. The entire workshop has been wonderful. We ate well, we slept well, everything went on well. You're very good. And lastly, I want to wish you the masses of home, happy reunion with your family members, with your family members. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our dear President. As he takes his seat with the President, we also had the in-charge welfare. Can you just wave to us? Thank you. Time manager. Those were the ministers of the President. Thank you so much for serving us. With great honor, I want to take this opportunity to invite our lead facilitators to speak to us and take us through the process of handing over the certificate.
Thank you very much. Our coordinator, I think we agree that she has coordinated everything very well. Very, very well. Isn't it? But Madam Coordinator also, I don't know, we need to thank our hosts in here. The infrastructure has been wonderful. Uncle Alan and where are they? Let them stand together. We give them, No, you stand together. Who joins? Yes, so give them a very big thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Madam teacher and our guests, thank you very much. My name is Edward Kavar, and a few years ago, I was in this region, but I was sharing with these people that the experience I had then was not a good one. So when they asked me to come back, I had to first think. Those days, we used to go to Adu. Moves was still in charge of UCC Adu. So we'd go and manage the exams. But we used to go in very small vehicles in the boat. They would put the mats there and they would sit there and you go to Aduku. Now when you reach Aduku, you go for lunch, you don't make an appointment for dinner, you will not eat. They will only organize one. But what I've found again is very much different. So I want to thank you so much, our host. You have really looked after us very, very well. From the food, we normally have, I was telling them, we normally have meetings in the evening. Then people will say, we never had lunch, we are tired of beans. Now we're like, what are they talking about? For us, we are in plenty, so thank you so much. And not about food, by the way, the infrastructure. Our power has been on throughout. The internet is okay. The machines are working well. So I want to thank you so much. And then the stability that you have given us. You welcomed us so well. Yeah, we have been like at home, isn't it? No wonder my colleague is worried when we go back, because whenever we enter here, we really feel that we're at home. So thank you so much. To our participants, like I've told you before, we have been sharing experiences on a daily basis, but you are the best participants in absorbing what I've been giving you, in doing your work. Madam the teacher, on Wednesday, we are not prepared for the visitors, but somehow when they got here, we were doing what we were supposed to do. And I think they were impressed by what we are doing. So, because of these participants, you know, they have taken on all that we have presented to them in the best way possible. And they have actually promised and agreed to immediately start with the new schools they have got. Normally, such trainings have got issues which they have got actually raised. How sustainable will this be? But they have already promised that they are going to start, isn't it? And of course, they will need the support of all the stakeholders, including the teacher, isn't it? And actually, I was saying, in St. Catherine, everything seems to be in place. At least the lab is here. By the way, this lab is very serious. Very, very serious. You might think it's a small place, but it's very big. Actually, I've moved around, but not so many schools have such a lab, isn't it? So it is really well set up. So for St. Catherine, they are not going to start. They started already, isn't it? Because at least they have where to start from. So thank you so much. Our participants have been so good, they've been cooperative, and everything has gone on well. We thank you so much. Because we said, if you are not there, then we have no work here, isn't it? If you are hostile, we'll have no work, isn't it? But we have been working together in the best way possible. Of course, our coordinator, she has coordinated everything from the classes, food, everything was fab, isn't it? Then our host, Uncle Alan, and everything was perfect. We never had any issues. My computer cannot go on. My monitor has this. The mouse is not working. These are issues we normally encounter as we move around. But everything was in place. The internet cannot download. We cannot upload this. These were not what? Issues. So, we want to thank everybody, from the head teacher to the coordinator and all of you participants. Normally, we always have some issues here and there. The resources may not have been enough in one area, but we go with what we have gotten, isn't it? We are supposed to be all smart, isn't it? But because of the resources, we are not all, but we are all what? Smart, isn't it? You should have been all in that perspective. But we are all still what? Smart. So we apologize for that. Maybe next time we can all be what? Smart. But otherwise, everything was very, very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dear facilitator. You could go straight away to handing over the certificates. Because of time, the teacher has commitments. We are just going to sample out a few, actually two, a lady and a gentleman. A lady and a gentleman.
The lucky ones. The very lucky ones, isn't it?
A lady and a gentleman.
For the ladies, the
As I
sample
sort
is
out
very
the ladies, Madam Head Teacher and our guests in this training, they're supposed to have 56 participants, and out of the 56, 2 are ladies. For purposes of recognition, can I request them to rise up? The 2 ladies, and we give them a round of applause. Thank you. For the picture.
Behind sorry, sit down there.
With due respect and request of our guests, just to come in front and help us hand over the certificate to the selected participants. I want to take this time to welcome Akalo Regina to represent the ladies. Hey, thank you.
Regina is receiving a certificate.
Yes. To represent the gentleman is Atim Romeo.
Wow. Romeo. Great for that. Romeo is receiving the certificates.
Wow, thank you so much. Facilitator can answer.
It's a new curriculum, everybody.
Passes.
In the interest of time, we shall have this at the end of this session. All of us. Thank you so much. May I therefore request the teacher to speak to us, make her closing remarks, and then invite our guests to introduce himself and also speak to us.
I'll call you our chief guest, the facilitators, colleague teachers in St. Catherine, and the participants. Good afternoon. I want to thank God so much who blessed us with good health and a good climate since we came. I want to thank him so much. We have not had much problems. Even the power has not been going. Just before you came, we had a lot of rain. Everything was not okay, but as soon as we settled here, God was on our side, and we didn't have more rain, and we didn't have power fluctuations. So we should thank him so much. I want to thank the Ministry of Education and Sports once again for having entrusted us with this workshop. We were requested to host from 2023, but they came to survey in 2019. So we thought we had not passed the test, and maybe the workshops were taken somewhere else. But we want to thank them so much. They came, they surveyed, we went into lockdown, and they still remembered us. And they came. Participants, it is not easy to leave our homes during the holidays and come for such workshop. Far away from home, for those who stayed with us and bared our triple deckers, some of them are triple deckers, we want to thank you for having persevered. It is not easy. For the ladies, it is okay, but the gentlemen, at times, it is not easy to leave the homes because we are the heads of the families. And I know some of the children are going back home, but I haven't got anybody trying to ask to go away or leaving the training. I think all of us have continued and we have all come to the end of the training. I want to congratulate all of you thank you. For us as St. Catherine, we are ready to continue hosting. The facilities are there, and we've tried to maintain these facilities. This ICT lab was installed in 2014. This is the 11th year, and it is still okay. He's our diocesan education coordinator. He represents the Bishop of Lango Diocese while you see him here. We have tried. And as a head teacher, these are some of my responsibilities. Maintenance of the land. As he said, some people may not have these facilities. Others may have got the facilities in that year, but they are not the same as ours are. So we are willing to host you, because the other time we were requested that if people want to come back and utilize the facility, you are free to come and utilize the facility. We shall always be around. Mr. Alan he came in as a systems administrator. But I want to announce that he got very much interested in teaching, and he went to Lira University. He has just completed his degree course in. So I don't know whether he's a scientist or he's not.
He's a scientist.
But for me, I think he's a scientist.
He's a scientist, yes.
He has done a lot of work. Alan, that one was my student. She was here, but while she was here, I think she wasn't so much into ICT, but we told her to come and learn. And he's still teaching, and we hope she will also become. The day has come, and some of us have loved the place. Others have loved the meals, and we may not feel like going back, but we have to go. We have to go. For sure, I was worried because my candidates were coming back on the 71st, and they were also reporting. The majority are young men. I didn't know that we would get on well together, but I didn't get any problem. There is no complaint among these. So, participants, I want to thank you. You behaved well. Yesterday I stopped a bit at the dining hall. I said, who are these men now here? They remembered you are. I wanted to find out what you were doing at the dining hall. But I want to thank you for the discipline you exhibited. Do you know you even greet? Some people don't greet. Some people don't greet. But you find a man with all the humbleness, he's greeting you. Good morning, then you know, maybe he got satisfied that night. Yeah, but I want to say, you've been a wonderful group to host. I've hosted, but you've been the best group I've hosted before. We were asking about the training of head teachers. When Mr. Beer was leaving, I tried to inquire, and he said the only time they are getting is January for the head teachers. So it is unfortunate I will go without training. I thought it was coming soon so that I'm also trained. God willing, I might attend it. Maybe it may be online.
Ex officio.
Ex officio. I had even registered. My name is there. But now I will not attend the training. But come January, we are still ready to host. The only thing I have to request our education coordinator, in January we normally host teachers' convention in this school. Maybe to change it to another school in case the head teachers are coming here, or we change the dates. So when that time comes, we shall coordinate. But I'm telling you, in advance that we shall have the training in January. As we conclude, I wanted him to close. He will close on my behalf, but I want to wish you journey masses back home, all of you, including our facilitators. But when when you teach, yesterday I was saying we didn't understand yesterday's issue. We apologize. The network was also not very okay. We had challenges, but be ready to be consulted where we want to consult. I don't know whether the trainings are in soft copy, but if possible, you will give us some training in soft copy. I don't know whether we shall be leaking information to the other districts, the other regions. Yes. And when you get back, surely training one person in a school is not the best. I recommend, as I had